And you know what else is real important and valuable that I think I took away this year is like the 70-30, the 80-20, the 90-10. If there's a decision that needs to be made and someone else is 70% there and you're the leader and in your mind you're 90% there, what do you do?
Yep. All day long, pick
Go
that
with
70%.
the 70%. Yeah. And that has been a hard lesson for me.
Yeah.
But I'm getting it. Did I tell you about the fabric the other day?
No.
I went down Friday because I was like, hey, we got to cut the factory. We got 400 people coming to the factory from all over the world. I want this place to look tight. And I walked down the spiral staircase into the bunker, and we have the dumpster, the daily dump, right? And in the dumpster is these fabric rolls. And there's 10 or 20 yards on each one. And John was there. He's overseeing, and he was our first employee, and he knows the process. He knows the factory. He knows everything, and he's overseeing everything. And I told Ryan Mickler this the other day. I put my hand on the fabric, and I had this attachment to it. And I was like petting it, and I was like, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I look up and I go, John, I said, why is this fabric in the dumpster? It was the first fabric we made. That's why I have an attachment to it. He's like, it had to go. And I was like, wiping the tear from my eye. I'm like, how do I handle this situation? I'm thinking, why didn't he cut off a yard, or like why is it in the dumpster? And I didn't want to pull it out of the dumpster because I didn't want to overrule his decision he had made. Yeah. And he said, Pete, you know how many times we've cut that by accident because it's a white, and how much time we've wasted doing that and moving it around every time we need to get something? I said, yes. And he's like, so I threw it away, and I go, okay, as I kind of stroked my hand along the dumpster and kept walking into the factory. It was a 50-50. Yeah. It wasn't a 70-30, 80-20. It was a 50-50. I wanted to go back down that night and pull it all out of the dumpster before the truck came in the morning. I didn't. I just left it. And you know what? It felt great. Why? Because we don't need it. Yeah. We don't need it. He's right. We don't freaking need that fabric. If I wanted to weave fabric like that, we have the knowledge base. We can weave fabric like that. Doesn't matter. Right? What does it matter? Because I have this emotional attachment to it because it was the first fabric we wove. Whatever. It's gone. I'm good. Move on. Had to let him make the decision.
That's a rough one. That reminds.
That's a rough one. That's like your first surfboard.
I've talked about this. I've got a lot of T-shirts. Yeah. And for whatever reason, I got a kind of issue with T-shirts.
Yeah.
Because I have from jiu-jitsu tournaments that I was in 1996.
You got to keep those.
And 1997 and 1999 and rock concerts that I went to, and just cool whatever T-shirts that I got along the way. And my wife,
I've got one.
She'd be like, John, she wants to throw those right in the dumpster.
Yeah.
No. They're in the drawer. But just so everybody knows, before you send me this recommendation, because I know on social media a lot of people hit me up last time saying, hey, you can get quilts made with your old T-shirts.
Yeah.
So I know that, and if it comes down to it,
we've got a factory full of workers who can make you quilts.
Oh.
They would love to.
Dang.
Oh, they would all be like, we're making Jocko a quilt. Yeah. I'd actually shut down the factory for a day. I literally would for an exercise, just like a group exercise. Send them over, dude. We'll make it happen.
Bro, I went in on that big time.
We can make it happen for you too.
How many T-shirts do you have?
Plenty.
Oh,
plenty.
Dang. Yeah.
I had a shirt. I had a sweatshirt. I wore it every day for 10 years. Yeah. It was yellow.
Oh, I know.
My wife called it Big Bird. She threw out Big Bird. Oh. I'm emotionally scarred from it.
Yeah. I had a pair of shorts. I had a pair of crappy, real thin cotton.
Cotton?
Yeah. Real thin cotton.
Yeah. Cotton.
They were the most comfortable shorts ever, and I'd wear them around the house on a Saturday, just cruising. And maybe this was the end of my cruising career. My wife just threw them away. No reason. Just a ruthless woman.
Devastated.